This is Inside Indiana Business Radio for the morning of Friday, December 1st, 2023. I'm Alex Brown. Greenfield-based Progressive Logistics is opening a 300,000 square foot deep frozen storage facility in the Mount Comfort Logistics Center today. The building will provide frozen food storage for the company's new PL Cold division and could employ up to 100 people. CEO Doug Hayes said the growing need for frozen storage necessitated the new facility.
It wasn't just the climate control where they needed at those temperatures. They're looking for freezer requirements. Also, with where we saw the market going, and a study came out, and I think it was around 2020 by CBRE that stated that North America needed an additional 120 million square feet of freezer space by 2025. And that's really based on changes in consumer habits, getting away from more shelf-stable food into the fresh frozen, healthier alternatives. So this market has been expanding the need for, and we figured it was a good time to go ahead and put up our facility.
Hayes says the company is already in talks to add another 100,000 square feet of space to the facility, as well as add new locations in Plainfield in the years to come. The Simon family plans to sell an additional stake in the Indiana Pacers to billionaire businessman and film producer Stephen Rails. The Simons, who have owned the franchise since 1983, will sell a 15% stake in the team, according to sports business publication Sportico, increasing Rails' ownership from 5% to 20%. The deal values the franchise at $3.47 billion. Warsaw-based Precision Medical Technologies is rebranding to better reflect what it says is its adaptability of services and products. The contract manufacturer of orthopedic implants and devices previously would go by the name Pre-Medtech, which will no longer be used. Instead, the company will be branded as Precision Medical Technologies or simply Precision. From the number one source for Indiana business news, this is Inside Indiana Business Radio.
IBJ Media, Inside Indiana Business, and the Indiana Economic Development Corporation invite you to Engage Central Indiana, presented by CareSource, Indiana University, and Old National Bank. You won't want to miss our fireside chat with Governor Holcomb and the Michael A. Carroll Award presentation to Mitch Daniels. Plus, we'll dive into the important issues shaping the region's economy. It's December 6th at the JW Marriott in downtown Indy. RSVP at ibj.com/engage.
Indianapolis-based Eli Lilly and Company is making a mark on helping millions of people lose weight with the recent approval from the U.S. Food and Drug Administration for its weight loss drug, Zepbound. Zepbound is the first weight loss drug on the market that targets two receptors in the brain, which Hendricks Regional Health endocrinologist Dr. Priya Menon says not only causes greater weight loss, but decreases side effects as well.
I cannot explain what a game changer these drugs are. Where we would tell our patients before, we would advocate for bariatric surgery. Now we are able to tell them, let's try these drugs first and then see how you do.
However, Menon said there are two key hurdles for patients to access the drug. Most private insurance companies don't cover weight loss drugs, which can be very expensive. The other problem, she said, is that demand is so high that pharmacies are running out, creating a big backorder. Las Vegas-based Penn Entertainment, the parent of two Indiana casinos, has broken ground on a $360 million casino in Aurora, Illinois. The new Hollywood Casino Aurora will be located about 60 miles from Penn's Ameristar Casino in East Chicago. Penn currently operates Hollywood Casino Aurora at the Fox River in downtown Aurora. The move inland is the result of a law passed in 2019 allowing for riverboat casinos to move on land. Our partners at the Times of Northwest Indiana report Penn Entertainment doesn't have any plans to make changes to the Ameristar Casino, which is only about an hour and 15-minute drive from the new Aurora location. Longtime Indy news anchor Debbie Knox is this week's guest on the Business and Beyond podcast with Gary Dick, presented by PNC, a weekly conversation with high-profile Hoosiers in business, sports and entertainment, and beyond. Available now from your favorite podcast provider. I'm Alex Brown for Inside Indiana Business Radio on Demand.